What is going on, guys? It's Scott with Never Hedge back for another DWAC update, and we are down $4.20. Yes, down $4.20 today on what is exceptionally low volume. Only 4.84 million shares traded so far. We have just over an hour left in the trading day. We touched that $56 level of support and shot right back up. Luckily, tested that out. Still holding pretty firm here, and then just kind of consolidating right around the $58 to $59 mark. I would imagine we'll end the day probably pretty close to that. Right now, RSI is looking a little bit oversold, and MACDs are looking not so hot right now. Moving on here to the Ortex data. So utilization right now sitting at 97%, 97.17%, and the, let's see here, cost to borrow way down from last week, but still pretty high at 10.56%. Last week we were up as high as 105%. Days to cover is basically non-existent, and it's only showing on Ortex that the exchange reported short interest is 2.14 thousand. Which cannot be correct because the short interest seems to be exceptionally high. Let's see here. Yeah, same with the data on Fintel. The short interest percentage of the float is 0.01%. I don't know if I buy that though, but the dark pool short volume ratio is also pretty freaking high at 45.44%, and the short shares availability very low here at 35,000. No surprise that we are trending downward, and yeah, the borrow fee rate here pretty much confirming what we saw on Ortex at 9.41%. And I want to check out the options flow here for the November 19th monthly calls. We do have some calls available for, or options available for November 5th and November 12th, but those are going to be the lower volume weekly calls. We're more interested in the monthlies here. So for yesterday, we had the highest volume on the $50 puts, the $60 puts, which are both in the money right now. Had a ton on 70, a lot of calls coming in at 70, and quite a few also coming in at $100. And we'll see the total open interest here. Highest at the $1 strike price for the calls, followed closely by 70 and 140. Good luck with those. And then for puts, we have 50 and 35. And so these are all pretty spaced out here. There's not 65, we have a good amount. 70, we have a lot, but they're all pretty spaced out. There's a lot of open interest here in the 75 and up range. Even 934 at the $180 strike price. Bunch of psychos out there. And let's see what we have for short interest reported. So looks like we are still sitting around the mid 40s here for total short volume reported. Monday we were as high as 60% short interest, and even higher than that on Friday, but coming down a little bit. But there's just, the volume on this has all but dried up. We're only now at 4.96 million on this. Do have a little bit of good news to get to though. We have a long-term price target here from stockinvest.us. So I won't bore you with the first paragraph here, but we go to the long-term, the 3-month price target here. The stock lies in the middle of a very wide and strong rising trend in the short term, and a further rise within the trend is signaled. Given the current short-term trend, the stock is expected to rise 924% during the next 3 months, and with a 90% probability hold a price between $140 and $413 at the end of this 3-month period. So if you are looking to get in now, you're looking at, according to Stock Invest, you're looking at more than a 50% discount because we're closing probably under 60 today, and possibly an 85% discount if the higher number here turns out to be the right one. But anywhere between 50 and 85% off right now is this stock. That is just about going to do it for this one, guys. So as always, please make sure you are subscribed to the channel for more updates on DWAC as well as other stocks and tokens we like. And I thank you guys so much for watching this far, and I'll see you in the next video.